guys, it has been a minute since I did a Demi video, but I have some stuff that I want to correct. So I'm going to use Demi. I have this right here. And let's see, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this green right here. It's kind of hard to see that green. That's going to help offset any type of redness at all. So I typically do that kind of around my nose because I get all that redness right there in that crease. So I'm gonna kind of put that green on top of that. This is the spot brush. This is my most favorite brush for doing Demi. I love this one because I feel like you can be really precise, because with Demi you only need a little teeny tiny bit of the product, and I'm throwing the brush, only a teeny tiny bit of the product, and so this small end is really good for that. And then of course, since they're double-ended, it works really good to just kind of flip over, to flip over and just slightly blend with that fluffy part, and it just kind of blends into your skin, kind of melts into the skin really nicely. Okay, now let's see, for my under eyes, I'm gonna do I think I'm gonna do a Y01, so a yellow orange, which will offset purplish blue tones. So I'm gonna get just a tiny bit on this end. I don't even know, yeah, you can see a little bit right there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of put this in these little dots, okay? I hope the lighting isn't too harsh. I thought it was not this bright, but it's actually pretty bright considering how overcast it is. So I'm just going to do these tiny little dots. So I'm just kind of taking it and just touching like that. And I'm going to do that all through there. And I'm even going to take that right under there. I have a little bit of little purplish blue right there. This inner corner is pretty blue, so I can just go with the orange one if I wanted. One is just the depth of the orange. If I had an orange 3, it would be super orange, not just like this peachy type orange. Does that make sense? So anyway, you don't have to figure out the color theory behind Demi. If you have an area that you would like to put Demi on, you have an area of distraction that you want to cover, you just let me know and I'll figure out what colors you need. You don't have to worry about that part. So that's one eye. So I'm just gonna kind of tap this in. Can you tell a difference here? And it's not much product, and it does not crease because you're not using much product, okay? Hope that makes sense. I'm gonna do a tiny bit more just on that line, that deepest, darkest line, which is kind of where, like, what do you say, the bag of your eye kind of begins. And see, I just do these tiny little dots, right? And then flip over, and I'm just going to kind of press those in. And I could do this for a long time, playing with all the different areas. All right, I have a little breakout up here. I'm gonna cover that. That is really red because it is pretty fresh. So it's very red and very angry. So I'm gonna focus the green on that. And then I'm just gonna tap. Okay, now let's do this other eye so that we kind of match up here. I'm gonna start off with the yellow orange. Sorry, I'm trying to use this mirror so I can see because it's really hard to do into your phone. I'm just going to do these little dots. If I get close, you can see these little dots here. That's a good way. Sorry, I'm holding that directly in front of my face. That's a really good way to make sure that you are not applying too much product, is to do the little dots and blend, okay? Flipping over. Again, the spot brush is perfect for this. I love Demi so much. I don't show it very often. I should, because I love it. I know not everybody has like super dark under eyes like me, so I try to do stuff that kind of applies to more people, but this is so good. And it works with traditional Seint makeup or traditional makeup in general, and you can do it before or after your foundation. Either one's fine. If you do it before, then you're not gonna need to put like anything under here if you've got your tones like you want them. If you do it after, then you will only kind of have to work on what your traditional foundation didn't cover. Okay, let's go in with this. I need a little more over here. And like I said, because you're using such a small amount of product, you can really avoid that under eye creasing that can happen. Okay. I think we're pretty good on that. I'm gonna do just a little bit. Let me wipe off my brush a tiny bit. I'm gonna do just a little bit of the 01. I have like a spot right here. It is a flat, like healed mark from a zit. But I just wanna take some of that excess color away. I'm actually gonna do that. I'd put some green on this one. I actually feel like I need an orange on it too. Look at that. That is wild. That spot. Wild. So if you have any like dark spots, I do have some dark spots, but I'm not going to go in and work on every single thing on my face. They say try to pick like three things that are distracting. For me, this was really red, got rid of that, evened out my under eyes, and then I worked on a couple of blemishes, but I can't pick out every single spot on my face or I'd be here all day long. But if you have an area of concern, you have an area of melasma or something like that that you want to tone and make that excess color disappear and look more skin toned, Demi's the way to go. It's the way to go. It fixes it. And there's lots of different shades. These are the ones I have in my palette. These I actually just use as lip and cheek colors. But correctors and balm, and it's just so good. So if you're interested in color correcting, Demi is the best. The best. And I can help you do that. So there we go. Cool, huh?